I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. This life that you dream about is yours. That thing that stirs in you, ain't it something that you just can't shake? Every time you get settled into a career, something keep on bubbling, something keep on. What is that thing? What you think that is? That's that seed he put in you since birth. But it just needs nurturing. It needs watering. It needs fertilizing. You got to watch it come up. And success ain't easy. You got to do some things for it to grow.
When did you define yourself? I mean, really, how many years ago did you come up with what you could and couldn't do in your life? How many years ago? Most people, if they really look at how they're living their life today, it's based on a set of standards, a set of beliefs that they made choices about 10, 20, 30 or more years ago. I mean, very often we made decisions in our youth or very young about what to believe, about what we were capable of, about who we are as a person, and that becomes the glass ceiling, if you will, that controls us. There's a corny metaphor, but it's true. I remember one time I was with my family at the circus, and there was a person there, and they had this big, giant elephant. And you look at this elephant, and they take this little rope, put it around the elephant's neck, and they drive the stake into the ground. And I mean, you look at this, and you know that elephant could rip down the entire tent with almost no effort. And yet, the elephant doesn't struggle, doesn't try. Why? Because the elephant's conditioned. And they take that elephant, condition the elephant when it's a baby elephant. That's how they train him. When it's a little baby elephant and it doesn't have the power yet, they put a big rope around it and they drive this huge stake in the ground, and the elephant fights and fights and fights. And one day, finally, that elephant decides, I'm not capable of pulling this out. And once that becomes the definition of an identity of anyone, an elephant in this case, they don't even try anymore. It's just who I am, that's how it is, that's just the way it is in my life. I'd like to ask you to take a look at any place you've got a limitation and ask yourself, when did I decide to accept that limitation?
I'm up here because I failed. I continue to fail. I love failure. The indomitable will, if you have a belief you can do something, to grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Your confidence must be the same way. It must be tested every single day. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones because your true potential will never be matched, guys. Will never be matched. You have to continue to push yourself. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. You know, most people...
Are you the one that everyone can depend on being successful? Or are you the one who will always back down to a challenge? No, I know that's not you. When they say she can do anything that comes in front of her, if she has a goal, she can achieve it. If there is an obstacle in front of you, just believe that you can conquer. Just know in your mind, when everything around you is telling you no, tell yourself yes. Tell yourself, I have too much depending on this, and I won't give up. When opportunity knocks at your door, prepare yourself before it knocks. So be ready. Be ready to fight. Be ready to go. Be ready to stay up all night. Be ready to grind. There's something inside of you that no one else can see. You can lie to everyone else, but you can't lie to yourself. You know when you gave 100%. You know when you gave 80%. You know when you gave 50%. So give all you got to get to where you want to be. There's individuals complaining every single day because they don't have what they want, but they didn't put in the hard work you're putting in. So you can't give up. You can't throw in the towel. Your children are dependent on you. Your business is dependent on you. You are depending on you. There's someone who needs you in this world that you don't even know today. When you find out that moment that everything in your life can change, it's like a switch that turns on, and you don't need motivation anymore. You're inspired to change. This is that moment. You won't need anybody to push you anymore. This is the moment you realize that there is greatness in you. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, no matter what your goal is, you can conquer it. You can overcome this.